fight, stepping into the red corner, blue corner, Gunner Breed.
Gunner Breed making his debut tonight with, talked about walkout songs, this is one I don't get tired of. Gunner Breed, 6'2", out of Dunwoody, Georgia. An American karate.
Into the red corner, Niko.
Now, Jim, stylistically, would you say that karate brings anything different to the Muay Thai game?
Absolutely. Karate tends to get poo-pooed on a lot, and understandably so. There's different realms of karate. There's legit sparring, like Kempo-style karate, and then there's that fluffy, twirly kick karate where the kids break the boards. But you've seen an influx over the last 10, 15 years in kickboxing and Muay Thai and MMA where guys are utilizing more of that bladed in and out karate style. And if you're not used to that and you're not training with people like Luke Blackman at your gym, it can be really hard to deal with.
Very difficult.
If you're used to a guy who's more of that like plodding Muay Thai style, and all of a sudden they start bouncing in and out, and every time you go to strike, they're moving out, it can be incredibly frustrating and difficult.
Absolutely. I've had the pleasure to strike with many different styles, and as a shorter, boxing-heavy fighter, one of the most frustrating things that I've run up against are both Taekwondo stylists and karate stylists. Because they will not stand there with you, they will not punch with you, and they will be on the outside, and they will be kicking you every chance they get.
Yeah, and they're coming from unique angles. They don't play by the same jab, cross, kick rules. They're throwing, there's a lot of spinning and deception, right? It's less about the hips and creating big power as it is being sneaky. So you kick, it's like it's coming into the body, and all of a sudden you've got a foot smacking you across the face.
Absolutely. That question mark kick can be deadly. It catches that weird angle and then whaps you right against the side of the face.
Niko Peace, 6'1". He is 1-0. We saw him get his first win here in the NFC from Chicago. He is fighting out of Gwinnett Training Academy. You see Osi Obenwa, who I spoke to before the event kicked off, just got done. He got back from Las Vegas where he was in John Jones camp for the last 2 weeks.
That is definitely a feather in anybody's cap.
We saw Osi at one of our more recent cards as he won a professional MMA bout against Larry Green. Just one of the smoothest strikers, especially for a guy who's now fighting at heavyweight.
For a guy that big, he was moving like butter, for sure. And obviously, if John Jones is bringing in to help him get ready, you got to be doing something right? Dancing into the cage, I love it. Niko Peace. I always tell everybody you got to be relaxed enough to dance out there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next fight is amateur Muay Thai, 3 2-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, this 22-year-old is making his NFC debut. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. Fighting out of Dunwoody, Georgia, representing the Dojo American Karate, Gunner and his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this 24-year-old has a record, 1 victory, 0 defeats. He stands 6 feet 1 inches tall. Fighting out of Chicago, representing Gwinnett Training Academy, Niko Peace.
I think the DJ just discovered the air horn
Our
app.
referee in charge of the action, north side, 8-man.
We're continuing in our Muay Thai action, which means 2-minute rounds, striking only, and there is a standing 8 count.
Immediately coming out with a karate-style sidekick.
And if you're Niko Peace, this is exactly what you want against a karate practitioner. Tie him up, take away those kicks.
Exactly. Can't throw a side kick when you're chest to chest with somebody, that's for sure.
Now, that being said, we've never seen Gunnar breed. He could have an outstanding clinch for all I know. And there it is. And Niko getting right in his face.
Niko closing distance and throwing punches. He ate that side kick on his way in, but he made the right decision. Get inside. Gunnar stepping in a little bit on those kicks. He may want to move his feet and try and stay on the outside with Niko, because Niko's
big right hand.
That was a big right hand.
And he's countering every single kick. That's 2 now. He's blocking with arms and immediately firing back.
Big right hand right there.
Yeah, we can hear those gloves.
I heard that one.
Overwhelming forward pressure from Niko Peace. That's going to be an 8 count.
An 8 count. And just so we're clear, there is a standing 8 count in amateur Muay Thai.
Now what this will do is, instead of being a 10-9 round, if this goes into the first, this will be a 10-8. Niko immediately taking away that space again. Man. He snuck a kick in there.
I was about to say that kick, like it stopped him for a second. And
it backed him up.
He definitely made a face. And let me tell you, folks, running into a side kick will have that effect on you, because you run into one of those going full force, it's like running into a really hard gut shot. It makes you stop, take a second.
10 seconds here. Wow, what a first round.
Niko just overwhelming with his pressure here, but he has to be careful. He is burning a lot of energy throwing punches. Gunnar staying covered up. And I got to say, he doesn't necessarily look too hurt so much as just like roughed up.
What a banger of a first round. Niko Peace just dropping some big leather. And then you had Gunnar also getting a big body kick in there about midway through.
That was a big, big body kick. And in my experience, it's easier to shake off a headshot than it is to shake off a hard body shot. That's my opinion, but then again, I did get toughest fighter in Georgia twice.
Much to the chagrin of your coaches.
Much to the chagrin of the Singer brothers. Not their favorite.
The fans loved it, though. You're always one of my favorites.
Everybody else really liked it. They thought it was hilarious.
You mentioned it to open up this broadcast about how the cage was going to affect some of these fights, and if you are a Taekwondo karate practitioner, the small cage is not a plus.
Not your friend.
And you can tell that OC and Amir have, they've let Niko know this guy wants to stay on the outside. You'll see it. As soon as this starts, he's going to rush right in and get in his face. I think Amir is yelling it to him right now.
Amir certainly is. He's going to rush in there and try and be right up Gunnar's nose with some right hands.
There it is.
He's got to be careful, though. He just overbalanced and almost ate a kick for his trouble. Gunnar said, the heck with it. I'm going to hit you back, buddy.
And if you're Niko, you don't want to get in a kick-for-kick battle here. Yeah, stick to being close range and heavy hands.
He is just trying to overwhelm Gunnar with volume.
Big hook. You can do it in these 2-minute rounds. There's another 8 count. This will be the last one that Gunnar gets.
Gunnar's starting to look just a little wobbly, a little stiff-legged here.
Niko knows that he's coming right back in. Considered a slip, won't count against him. Niko throwing the question mark kick. And Gunnar, I think, wants out.
Yep.
He's had enough.
That is enough. I think he took a toe to the eye, possibly, which is the thing.
A little surprised he's getting a standing 8 count. The turning away is generally the universal symbol you don't want anymore.
Yeah, he turned his back fully. In a strike fight, that is a dead giveaway that this fight's almost over. Niko just running him over.
That's it.
Gunnar's had enough. And even though he ran him over like that a few times, it was not as easy as it looked for Niko. Gunnar tried to put up his fight for as long as he could. He landed some really good shots that round before Niko finally got in his.
And this is the difference between Muay Thai and karate. karate is a point fighting sport. I mean, as we opened up where there's some legitimacy there. You've seen guys like Stephen Thompson, Lyoto Machida, and Conor McGregor comes out with that bladed karate stance just about every fight. But it's point fighting. It's a lot of trying to be sneaky and using the knee to create manipulation and deception. Muay Thai is just a banger sport. It's all about inflicting punishment. And if you're not used to fighting in close range like that, it can be absolutely brutal.
I always liked Karate Conor better. He seemed to do far worse when he tried to box with guys. But
went kind of synonymous with his sudden massive gain in muscle.
In the last UFC event, he certainly looked quite a bit larger.
My goodness, pictures of him right now. It looks like a cartoon character. For Niko Peace, what a second fight here, getting a TKO stoppage in round number 2, getting in close, taking away that space and just hit. I mean, we heard that leather crack a few times. He was throwing heavy, heavy hands.
He was throwing some heavy, heavy strikes. A couple of those right hands landed with a really loud thud.
He's shown some really good things here in his very early career. While he certainly still needs a lot of polish, you can tell he gets it. He's taking away the space. I noticed in round 2 he was immediately cutting away from Gunner's strong side to avoid that big roundhouse kick. He gets the game.
I was impressed with Gunner because despite Niko's pressure, he stayed with it. As long as it's good, at least.
It's called a stop to this contest for your winner by TKO, Niko.
You know, I say it all the time to guys. If the guy's out techniquing you, you got to make it ugly. You got to get in there, make it ugly, make him fight you. And that's what Niko did. He knew that Gunner was going to try and karate point fight him, land hard shots from the outside, and he said, nope, we're going to step into the middle and we're going to make this a brawl. And as I said, he earned a few shots for his trouble. He had a few hard side kicks to the body, hard ones. Definitely made him pause for a split second. So I'm pretty sure we'll see Gunner out here again. We'll certainly see Niko, that's for sure.
Fans, we are cruising along here. And Kimberly Sargent making her first appearance of the night with the winner.
That ain't my best performance. Y'all can see way better than that. I just had to get that one up out of there real quick. I don't know why.
That was definitely a good performance. Might not be your best performance, but definitely something to brag about. You were training with Amir. How important was that Muay Thai training with him?
I learned from the best coach I can learn from. We'll see Amir. We'll see my main mentor. I can most of my stuff from him, but he got it all from him. So we all a family and we get it from each other.
Well, we love to see you guys. Give it up for undefeated Niko!
That actually worked out pretty good. I immediately was afraid. Remember Frank Buentello? Don't fear me. And then nothing.